Merci d'être venu. Et en français en même temps, dans le cadre des célébrations du 25e anniversaire du prix littéraire Trillium, nous avons le plaisir de compter parmi nous plusieurs lauréats des éditions précédentes. J'ai cru comprendre que 25 lauréats étaient des nôtres ce soir. Donc, merci beaucoup de votre assistance ce soir. Thank you so much. Your stories and your creative talent are recognized the world over and are a major part of what gives Ontario its rich and vibrant cultural identity. We want to take a moment to acknowledge at this point as well someone who was instrumental in setting up the Trillium Book Award many years ago, and that is Catherine Keechie. And if you know Catherine, you will know, of course, sadly, she passed away several years ago. But she's remembered to this day as a tireless promoter and champion of Canadian culture, particularly the book and magazine industries, and we think of her tonight.
And of course, we couldn't, let's acknowledge Catherine. And we couldn't possibly deliver the Trillium Award without the help of our incredible juries. So I would like to take a minute now to officially recognize them. I think the task of reading all of the books that are submitted and narrowing that selection down across all of the genres to the marvelous short list that you see before you tonight, and ultimately choosing winners is a Herculean task. And we're incredibly appreciative of the effort, the dedication, and the passion that our juries put into that work. Our English jury is here with us this evening. I'd like them to stand and be acknowledged. Meg Taylor, Pasha Mala, and Rob Winger. Juries are notoriously shy, so do take a chance to thank them personally if you have the opportunity. We're very grateful for their support.
Absolutely. Les membres du jury de langue française ont aussi fait leur choix en faisant preuve d'un engagement exceptionnel et d'un grand enthousiasme. J'aimerais demander aux membres du jury de bien vouloir se lever. Il y a 3. Didier Leclerc, qui est là, Melchior Mbonimpa et Paul Savoie. Les 3 membres de notre jury francophone, nous vous remercions également pour vos efforts et votre excellent travail. Merci.
OMDC has the great privilege and honor of delivering the Trillium Book Award on behalf of Ontario's Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, and we're delighted to have the Honourable Michael Chan here with us this evening. He is well known to all of you, so I'm not going to read you his resume, but I will say that he's been a tremendous supporter since the day he arrived in this portfolio, both of OMDC, of the creative industries that we serve, and particularly of the book publishing industry. He's been a champion for the value that these industries bring to our quality of life. He's recognized the economic impact, and he has represented us well and worked hard for us, and we consider ourselves extremely lucky to have Minister Chan as our minister. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming our Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, the Honourable Michael Chan.
Thank you, Karen, for your very generous and kind introduction. God, I had a postcard here. Karen, I think you forgot this one. It's about wine and books. I wonder what's the relationship. I keep thinking about it. What's the relationship between the wine and the book? And I discover books really, really multifunction. You know, when one drink wine, and then one can read a book, right? They're simple. But when one drinks the wine continuously, one might get drunk. So one can use the book to cover his or her eyes. So that's very yeah, that may be the reason for that. Good evening. On behalf of the Premier Dr. McKenty and the Government of Ontario, I want to bring you the warmest greetings. Government colleagues, respected friends, media friends, ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure, my privilege to join you tonight for the 25th anniversary of the Trillium Books Award. It's a great night, and a tremendous crowd tonight, and I think we should put our hands together for OMDC, Ontario Media Development Corporation. As I look around the Toronto Reference Library, I see that we are joined by many winners, past and present, authors who crafted cultural commentaries, written works of wonder, and inspire with insight and innovation. I see men and women who have made a lasting literary legacy for us as a people, as a province, and as a society. I am reminded by the works of Michael Odette, the first author honored by the Trillium Book Awards when they began back in 1987. He once said, "I see the poem or the novel ending with an open door." This speaks to the discourse, discussion, and dialogue sparked by the story craft. It speaks to the wealth of inspiration and creativity that artists draw from each other to continue the creative conversation. It speaks to the reality that the ideas committed to the written word live on, continuing to impact audiences and affect the way that we perceive ourselves and our lives. Our government, the McKinsey government, has long understood the value of arts as they enrich our quality of life and strengthens our economy. And that's why we are proud to promote our authors' accomplishments, whether expressed in English or French, whether embodied as a novel, a collection of poetry, or a child's book. We as a government honor the creative talent that evokes emotions, enlightens, engages, educates, and always ends with an open door, living beyond the last chapter, beyond the last page, and beyond the last word. Thank you. Congratulations to all the finalists. Merci beaucoup.
Mr. Chan, thank you so much. And Minister Chan is going to remain with us on the podium, on the stage, because, of course, he'll be handing out the awards